Hello, I'm William Gallagher, and this is 58 Keys. As ever, 58 Keys, as ever, as always. It's for writers like you and me, who we write on Macs and iPhones and iPads. No, this is wrong. Actually, you're not writing enough, are you? Okay, right. Tell you what, come with me for a minute, okay? Right, okay, it's just before 8 a.m. on Monday, November 25, 2024, and we're in my car, partly because actually that's what I was going to do. After you and I had talked, I was heading off. We were going to talk about Apple Intelligence, but I think it's going to be around for a while. We can talk about that another time. And mostly we're in the car because I want us to get away. No keyboards, no pen and paper, no iPhone apart from the one I'm filming this on. Look, if you have to write something, right, because you're commissioned or it's expected, it's being waited for, whatever, well, you're just going to do it. I'm not pretending that it's easy necessarily, but you'll do it. You always do it. What I think you're not doing, not writing, is that type of writing that for now is just for yourself. I mean, it might be the next thing you're sending out, but right now it's this little precious, delicate idea, and you're thinking about it, but you're not writing. Or I'm kind of trying to see this in your eyes, or maybe projection, reflection in mine. It could well be that you're under so much pressure for all sorts of things that right now, at best, writing feels like a bit of self-indulgence. At worst, it's yet another pressure on your day. In which case, let me try this. No one is demanding that you write. Take your calendar, and actually, I tell you what, let's do this with apps. This is 58 Keys, I use apps. I'll make sure that most of them are ones that I definitely know you've already got, though actually I probably, you know what I'm like, I might slip in others that I just really like. But start with calendar. Okay, please go to your calendar and add an all-day event called No Writing. Okay, I've just added it to mine, to Fantastical, the calendar app that I use. Okay, listen, you see me think. I said no one is demanding you write, but in fact you are. You need to. And if you made no writing a recurring daily event on your calendar, or you popped opposite ways, start writing today, you pop that down on a date that your holiday begins, or Christmas begins, or your retirement begins, or something like that. Retirement, horrible word. That's not going to work. It really just won't, because you'll get to that date and then something will happen to stop you writing. Usually, the thing to do is not wait, not postpone. Don't postpone anything, just write something. Get something written today, but not today. This one, no. If you're not going to write, though, you can read. Read something brilliant. It's in the bag in the car. I'm reading Suzie Miller's Prima Facie script, which is just incredible. And what I've got is the paperback. Look at the quality of information you get from me. But the point I was hoping to go for is wherever you are, you've got an iPhone, maybe an iPad, possibly a Kindle, and from any of those at any point you can get a new book to read, and there's plenty for free. Search Apple Books or Amazon for the classics, and you get amazing books or for just nothing, or mere pennies. The other day, right, I finally got around. A friend kept pressing me to read this, and I finally did it. Jerome's 3 Men in a Boat. Hilarious. It cost me about 80 pence or something like that. Or how about this? Read your own writing, but change it. If you happen to write in Microsoft Word, say, well, pop the whole book, the whole story, or whatever it is, over into Apple Pages. Or if you use Pages and you have Word, take it to Word. Or, no, I know your Mac has got text edit, pop it in there. And actually, in any case, don't bother with anything complicated. No fancy exporting the text from one app and importing it. Yeah, just open it up, select all, copy, paste, start reading. I do think that this is particularly hard, actually, the copy pasting, when what you're writing is a script. I mean, final draft, yes, you can select all, yes, copy, paste, set out. It's not going to look great. But that doesn't matter, because this is not about preparing your manuscript or the script for someone else to read. This is a reading copy for you. Get it out of whatever you normally write and read in. Go to a different word processor. Or even if you must stay in the same one, select all and change the font. I mean, radically change the size. Just break it. And what? You're not writing today. Today is a no writing day, but you are reading. So you are allowed to email your writing to yourself on your iPhone or your iPad. Send to Kindle if you have that. If you don't happen to know, Send to Kindle is a free Mac app. Link in the description. And nicely, actually, it doesn't really require you to have a physical Kindle e-reader. You can use the free Kindle app for iPhone or iPad or Mac. I'm not sure, actually, that I'd be bothered to get that and set it all up just for this. But you can, and I already have it, so I would use it. The point, whatever you do, is to get your familiar text and put it in an unfamiliar place, in an unfamiliar form. And preferably, also do it so that you can take that text and yet walk away from your desk or wherever you normally write, read your work somewhere new. Maybe in the car, which I've got to say is quite cold this morning. All of this does kind of suppose that you've got something to read, you've written something to read. Perhaps you don't. That's a problem. Well, because we can't write today, can we? It's in our calendar. But we can cheat. It's not cheating when you're a writer. It's being creative. Consider this, please. I mean, I don't do this, right? It doesn't seem to work for me, but it could be right for you at the moment. Look at voice memos on your iPhone. Turn it on and just talk. Pretend that you were talking to me, right? And that you are telling me what this great story is you're working on. Whatever the thing is that you're writing now, tell me the good bits, okay? And then when you're done, stop the recording, find that recording in voice memos, tap the ellipses button, and then just tap on view transcript. Or actually, no, try copy transcript and paste that somewhere else, because that'll be useful. You've just written without having written. In my case, what I find is I might get the odd line down, the odd sentence, but then there'll be half an hour's recording of absolute silence. I'm sitting there, way off, thinking about things and not talking. But it could be right for you. As could this. Okay, how about just jotting down some bullet points? A good start, a big finish, hopefully something more useful. She knows. Oh, I like that one. Actually, that reminds me. I'll start to say. Long time ago, right, mobile phones, way before the iPhone, they used to have a message when you'd start them. You switch them on, and there'd be this little message. The idea was you could give the phone to someone as a present, and the screen would say forever, "Happy birthday," something. It was a thing, right? A thing was going on in life, not a good thing. And I got someone's phone and I changed their startup message to just say, "I know," because I did. But okay, actually, look what happened. Saying something to you has brought back a bad memory, but maybe a good story. I mean, I can never tell you, even you, I can't tell you why I did that particular thing then, but you're already thinking, you've already got ideas, you've already got something to write. And so have I. Shame today is a no writing day, isn't it? So far, what have we done? Well, we've used calendar, text edit, we're rattling through them. Pages, Apple Books, Kindle, voice memos, all of which you have and all of which are free. I did also mention Microsoft Word and Fantastical, one of which is great and the other is Microsoft Word. The apps don't matter, but the use of apps, I think, do. I would actually like to suggest you at least get the trial version of Omni Outliner. I'm a big fan of Omni Outliner. I'm not a big fan of outlining. I use Omni Outliner most days actually, for planning out workshops, events, actually for writing 58 key scripts in. And it's particularly good, I think, for what I would call a kind of brute force creation of ideas when you're struggling. Because I had this thing, right, where I was supposed to submit idea after idea for a particular project, and that was fine, except it didn't just mean an idea like, what if the lead character didn't like broccoli? Yeah, they meant, was it about a page, a little bit more, 1,000 words, 1,200 words, a fully worked out story. I'm sorry, I've forgotten how many I did note so long ago, but at least 20, let's say 20, it might have been more, but 20 will do. You get the idea of 20 of these things, writing them out and actually having to write them quite quickly. Did I do them one a day? Something like that. It was not the easiest thing, but by the end, 10, 15 in, I would think of the smallest thing and just pop that into on the outliner. The ideas had to be medical related, vaguely even. So I don't know, I think of, we're in a car, someone catches their hand in their car door, so just write down, right. Why would they do that? Right, well, they're in a hurry. Okay, so put that down, but put it down above the column. They're in a hurry, trapped in the door. Why are they in a hurry? Figure out something, put that at the top. They're late. I don't know. And now I have 2 lines leading up to the car door and the car door. What must happen next? Well, they get help or something. Oh no, now I've got 4 lines, 5, and you ended up, I get to about 10 lines like this. Unreadable for anybody but me, but 10 lines. I figured that's enough. Give me a go, and I would just start off writing an idea in prose. I mean, in that process, it's quite a mechanical process. There's a point where it becomes more than that. If I were really doing the car door example, well, I'd actually also be spending time thinking about what character would this most matter to? I mean, no one wants to trap down, but a surgeon, for example, that could potentially be career-ending, couldn't it? And how to say this in case... Surgeons, shall we say, stereotypically are not the least arrogant people in the world. So now really, that idea is not about a car door. It's about what's it like to have your entire self-worth taken away from you. Now it's a story. Look, that's the kind of thing I would do on the outliner. If you're more visual, you could try the mind mapping app, MindNode. I use that sometimes. It's another paid app. Or I know actually... I forget this because I just don't seem to get on with it somehow. You do already have Apple's visual thing called Freeform. It's on the Mac, the iPhone and the iPad. You can just doodle ideas on that. Or you could watch a video. Yeah, okay. You could watch different videos. If you go on YouTube looking for videos about writing, well, you know, find a way to limit yourself because otherwise you'll never have time to actually write again. But just let me throw one in for you. Look at the 58 Keys Writing Workshop videos. There's a growing playlist of those on this 58 Keys channel. It might be useful to you. Or then there's this. Talk to another writer. Eh? I don't mean about your story necessarily. Just talk with another writer, because the thing with other writers is we get it. I was at this BBC thing a few weeks ago now, and someone said in the middle of an explanation, I said, yeah, if you know, you know. It's like that story, isn't it? But the thing is, I did know. And I might not be able to properly convey to someone who hadn't been at the BBC, who hadn't been doing this precise thing, but in that moment, in that room, I knew and I belonged. Find another writer, and you should find it's the same. Because, I mean, actually, really nicely, it doesn't matter what type of writer they are, what sorts of things they write. I mean, I identify as a script writer, but I was doing this thing and I got paired up with a poet, and she was amazing to talk to. She had all the same pressures, but none of the same issues. As different as our forms of writing were, we both got it, and I hope we helped each other. She certainly helped me. Listen, I said we were in my car because that's what I was going to do next, right? My plan today was talk to you about Apple Intelligence and then drive off. I was planning to pop in, well, actually I still am, pop in to see some friends from Mug of Tea, and then I'll drive 2 hours or so, something like that, to see a publisher. And the plans already got interrupted, rightly, because I kind of unexpectedly had to write a news story first thing. So, yeah, that's a commission. Like I said, so where do you do it? And I suppose a couple of hours drive and then seeing a publisher, actually it'll be about 5 hours there and back in the end. Still, I'm calling this a day off because it's different. I'm out of my office. I'm out of my writing shed. I'm away from what I normally do every day, and just being away is taking some pressure off, and actually at the moment I kind of need it. I may have suggested this was projection. And I did tell you that I really mean this, that it's good to talk with another writer. Thanks for talking with me. Now, I am really sorry that today is a no writing day for you. I mean, I don't make the rules, and you certainly don't break them, do you? But thanks for watching. Thanks for helping, too. Take care of yourself. Write more when you can, because it will help you. And I'll see you soon. And actually, I should get going. On the way, by the way, I'm planning to catch up on the 99% Invisible podcast. No connection with anything we're talking about. I just like it. So I'll put a link to that in the notes too. See you next time. I've lost the keys. Where are the keys? The keys are under the iPhone. I really thought this through, didn't I?